I invite now Shivanandan DS and Amrita Jayan to present the paper on Yoga Yatra.
Namaskar. Good afternoon. Being a teacher for the last 10 years in the higher education college sector, I very well know that how difficult it is to engage students in the post-lunch sessions. Especially the topic is yoga, because people say you should not do yoga in the afternoon sessions. So maybe after this session we'll have some answers whether can we do yoga in the post-lunch sessions. Anyway, so our topic is still it is coming. Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, a yoga yatra from the basis of Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. That's our title. Yoga Yatra, a trail to experience Patanjali's Ashtanga Yoga. Maybe some lights in the stage can be reduced, some flux can be reduced so that we'll have a good. I think most of this team will have some good photographs to display. Okay. So myself, Shivanandan from Amrita University, Amritapuri campus, and my associate, Ms. Amrita, research associate in our own campus, Amritapuri. So both of us has worked on this particular project for the last 6 months. So many of you will wonder what is our qualification. Yes, from 2009, our student empowerment department in our campus has been conducting yearly trips to various heritage places. It started in 2009 to Tanjavur. The ex-ICHR member Michel Danino was our mentor for that particular tour. From that year onwards, continuously every year, and some cases in winter vacation also, we used to conduct such trips. These trips will not be these IV trips, but very short, maybe around 20 students, 15 students extra. The last one was Cholamandalam trip, which was from 8, 9, 10 of November. And we are lucky to touch and experience the entire Ramayana sculptured in granite stone in a very, very small temple. It's a Chola temple, 9th century Chola temple. It's known as Pullemangalam, Tirupullemangalam temple near Tanjavur. The Tanjavur big temple is very, very popular, but around 15 kilometers from that, Tirupullemangalam. So that temple has the entire Ramayana sculptured in granite. Please remember, it's in granite stone. So, and that, while we are experiencing that, the court has given a home to our Rama. So we are double joy at that time. Anyway, so coming back. So our experiences in all this small 2-day, 3-day tour has given us some energy, some wisdom to design a 7-day tour, a 7-day trail to experience, to understand and to explore the entire yoga in its totality. Generally, the moment we hear yoga, we'll associate it with asana and then some amount of pranayama. Next slide. Okay, so these are the various places we are offering to you. So please remember, we have not yet gone as a full trail, but we have visited all the places individually. So it starts from Madurai Meenakshi Temple, the right top point. Whoever is familiar with South Indian map will be familiar. Madurai Meenakshi Temple, and the adjacent, very adjacent to it is Tirupuragandram Subramania Temple, that hill. So the spot is hill, not the temple, Tirupuragandram hill. And then we have Chadragiri Hills, Chadragiri or Chadragiri Hill. It's a trekking spot, very nice, a kind of mini Shabarimala, we can say. And then we have Srivilliputtur Andal Sameda Ranganathan Temple in Srivilliputtur, Kalgumalai Jain Temple Complex, then Sri Papanasanathar Temple and Agasthyar Fall. It's a 1 point. Then we have the rock, the bottom, Vivekananda Rock Memorial and Marutvamala. And then again we are taking a turn, and then Trivandrum, which is very near to Padmanabhaswamy Temple. This location, Kandalur Mahadeva Temple. And then finally, it's actually near to our campus, the Ashram, Amritapuri Ashram. So we have around 11 cities or 11 towns, and all through these 11 towns, we will be experiencing various components of Ashtanga Yoga. Next. Okay. So before going to the components, I think we can spend 30 seconds on Patanjali Muni, who compiled the entire Yoga Sutras in 4th century BCE. He was the originator of the classical yoga based on Sankhya philosophy. Even though now we have very different forms of yoga, so our trail is mostly focused on Patanjali's Yoga Sutra text, although we will encounter occasionally some other yoga also, like Hatha Yoga. Okay. The ultimate aim a person can attain, ultimate stage a person can attain in one's stage is Kaivalya, as per Patanjali. He has listed, 17 techniques. So basically they classify it into 3 layers. First level is for the Uttamadhikari, then Madhyamadhikari, and then the lower, the Adhamadhikari, or the beginner. Let us say beginner. So it starts with Abhyasa Vairagyam. So this Abhyasam and Vairagyam are the 2 techniques. This is for the highest. And then he lists Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. These are the Ashta Angas. So Yama, Niyama, like that it goes up to 8. We will be listing it all. And then there is Yama definition. The sutra numbers are given in brackets. So 1.12, 2.29, that is 2.31. Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha, Yamaha. And then Shaucha, Santosha, what is it? Shaucha, Santosha, Swadhyaya, Ishwara, Tapasyaadhyaya, Ishwara Pranidhani. These are the Niyamas. Okay. Now we mentioned Patanjali. But beyond Patanjali, there are some other philosophers also. So we will be visiting places associated with these people. Patanjali's place is actually located in Madurai Meenakshi Temple. In Madurai Meenakshi Temple, there are 2 sculptures. One is inside the main Sundareshwar Kovil, which is known as Velli Ambalam, adjacent to Velli Ambalam, Patanjali Shrine. And the second one is, we'll see that second one in the next slides. And then the next philosophers related to yoga are Nandi. Nandi is the Vahana of Shiva, Bhagavan Lord Shiva. But here this particular sculpture is Nandi in the human form. So in the South Indian tradition, especially Tamil Siddha tradition, Nandi is considered as the originator of yoga. He studied it from Shiva. Well, Shiva was teaching it to Parvati, and then he taught it to the 8 students. And Patanjali was one of the students, as per Tamil Siddha tradition. Then we have Guru Gorakhnath and Malsendranath. We will be encountering few places associated with Gorakhnath and Malsendranath in the southern India. And then Tirumular, who is the author of Tirumandiram, another text on yoga. And then Nathamuni, the 9th century Vaishnavite saint. The current Krishnamacharya yoga tradition traces their origin to Nathamuni. Okay. Now, Amrita.
So, to spot these places, the criterions which we have used to select the places are basically the folklore or the site, then the scriptural references and documented history. So, these practices, as Shanji has already mentioned, we'll be understanding and reviving it through these scriptures and sculptures. So the first one, the Ahimsa. So to depict or to portray Ahimsa, we have chosen Jain temple complex at Kalagumalai. Then for Satyam, it's a sculpture at Madurai Meenakshi Amman temple. It is this sculpture of a Siddhar, Ellam Valla Siddhar, who was encounters King Pandya king, and he asked the Siddha was actually a person in a disguise of Lord Shiva himself. So what happens here is Satyam depicts truth. So whatever a person who practices yoga and its full content, it comes into reality. Whatever he speaks comes into reality. So the occasion here is the king asks, can you make the sculpture of the elephant eat a sugar cane? And the Siddha says yes, and it becomes so. And another story which depicts Satya is the King Harishchandra stories, which every one of us know. Next is Asteyam. To depict Asteyam, we have chosen Chaduragiri Hills, which is the abode or the penance place of Siddhar. Asteyam, we have used Chadragiri Hills. So aparigraham means non-possessiveness. And to show the depict non-possessiveness or aparigraham practice, we have depicted it through Sri Ramana Mandiram at Madurai, and which is very much clear because the only two things which he possesses is the stick and the loin which he uses to cover. So the next is brahmacharya. So brahmacharya, a person who practices brahmacharya gets immense power or virya. So which is depicted through Vivekananda ji, Swami Vivekananda, and we have chosen Vivekananda rock. Yeah, actually it's our team. We went for the tour and the members of our team. It was 2 years back, I guess, 2 to 3 years back. So next is Shaucha, which means purity. Purity can be of two levels. It can be it will be the inner purity and the outer purity. So to depict Shaucha, we have used the Agasthyar Falls. So this spot is where Lord Indra has penanced to remove Brahmahatya Pabam. Next is Santosha, which means happiness. So to depict happiness, we have chosen Mai Amma. So she was a person who was contented and very happy. So the basic thing to explain here is contentment can lead to happiness. Next is Swadhyaya, which means learning through the scriptures. So it is said that when a person learns through the scriptures, he can attain the union with his favorite deity. So this is a Kantalur Shala Mahadeva temple. So this Kantalur Shala University is known to be the Dakshina University. Right now, to depict that, we have shown the Mahadeva temple.
Probably I will add one more point. This is Dakshina Nalanda, which was a very, very ancient university, but was destroyed in the Pandya Chola war. Actually, one Chola king is known as the capturer of Kandalur. Please.
So next to depict tapas. So a person who do continuous tapas is said to have his sense organs controlled. So to depict that, we have used Tirukudal Malai near Madurai. It is said that many of the Siddhas have penanced here. Next is Ishvara Pranidhana through Srivilliputtur Andar temple. It means complete surrender to the divinity. So Andal is considered to be the one women saint among the 12 Alvas, and this is depicted through the Srivilliputtur temple.
Next is Asana. So Patanjali, as per Patanjali, Asana is Stiram Sugam Asanam. So to give it a commentary, we have referred to Hatha Yoga Pratipika, and then we have taken, or we are taking the participants to Malsendranath Samadhi. See, this is an interesting thing. Generally, Malsendranath is associated with North India or the Nepal, that border, Gorakhpur. So in Tirupuragandram, there is a Malsendranath Samadhi, and then next one. Pranayama is again, there are 4 types of pranayama as per Patanjali, and there are 8 types of pranayama as per Hatha Yoga Pradipika. So pranayama being a very serious spiritual practices, instead of directly teaching them pranayama, because without knowing the students' health, it will be very dangerous to teach them. We thought of giving them a performance of Mohiniyattam. Mohiniyattam is a classical Kerala dance form, but the story will be of this particular story, Kundalini Pata, where the Kundalini rise from the Mooladhara to Sahasrara has been portrayed by Sri Narayana Guru and the associated philosophy also. Next one is Pratyahara. Sadashiva Brahmendra, he is also known as Mauni Muni, who kept silence after his continuous fight with Pandits. So he's also, so instead of visiting his native place, which is in Nerur, we thought of giving a classical Carnatic performance based on his kritis like Pibare Ramarasam, etc. So that the audience will have a variety of options. Next one is Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi is one single point, even though the text gives different definitions. So from Dharana and Samadhi, we have chosen Maruthuamala, Nagarkovil, which is near to Kanyakumari, where many saints like Sri Narayana Guru, Chatambi Swami, then Ayya Vaikunthaswamy, all these people did their penance. The first one, this actually he refers for the very Uttamadhigaris, Abhyasa and Vairagya. without Vairagya, whatever Abhyasa you do will not have any effect in its highest principle, highest level. So we have a very classic example, Ravana Anigraha Murthy. This is Kambatadi Mandava, Madurai Meenakshi temple. So Ravana is a very, very great scholar, very powerful warrior, but he failed in his life. So to depict the story of Ravana, so through this Abhyasa and Vairagya. Whatever Abhyasa you do, you have to supplement it with Vairagya. Otherwise, your life will be like of Ravana. So we thought of introducing to Kaivalya is the ultimate stage where the perfect practitioner attains. So we thought of taking you to Amma Sasram, Amrutapuri, Mata Amrutandamai Devi. So next one there. With this, our tour is over. Maybe we have one more minute. So before giving our learnings, we have a set of learning, one or two learnings. I will ask, maybe one or two can give. What are your learnings from this tour? We have traveled. But cooperate will be with Shivanandan and Amrita. Just joking. Copy left, yes. Copy left. Wikipedia license. Everybody will copy. Okay. Okay, so we have brought a specific learning from this. So,
Yeah. So what do we learn from this yoga yatra? So we have very much known that the popularity of yoga has been widespreading worldwide. It's been very much given importance about yoga, the need to learn yoga and need to practice yoga. But whatever it is, everywhere yoga has been defined and it has been limited only up to pranayama and asana. So through this, I would also we were also planning to say that yoga cannot be limited only up to asana and pranayama. So you would be thinking why it got limited up to asana and pranayama. So this started not just recently but very during the British colonial period. So it is nothing but yoga appropriation. Yoga was appropriated to become a practice which was feasible for the West also. So what happens during yoga appropriation is you will be thinking, yeah, it's popular among people, so it's a positive thing to us. But yoga appropriation creates a lot of negative side which takes effect back on India ourselves. So yoga appropriation happened in first way, despiritualizing it, then it was digested and assimilated, and it was later commodified and marketed in flavors. So what happened here is, while despiritualizing it, the main essence of yoga is because they think that yoga is being a pagan culture and it's like a demonic culture. So the yoga appropriation happened, and later when marketed into fleas, it was just limited to asana and pranayama. So it's more than that, and it's a spiritual thing. So
Thank you very much, Shivanandanji and Amrita Jainji. Yeah.